So finally, movement. I mentioned this in the small group I was in. Any sort of movement, I think, is really helpful to keep the body going. I was with my cousins last week, and they live in, a really cold part of Vermont. And they said, I was like, what are you doing for the winter? And my cousin, who's a singer, she's like, well, I always have to remember, drink some water, move the body, go outside. Drink some water, move the body, go outside. That's her mantra that she says to herself, when it's cold and she doesn't want to leave the house, doing some sort of movement. So I tried to give a lot of different examples: walking, running, just standing outside. You see the gentleman at the top, he's kind of looking at the horizon, doing some stretching, yoga, going to the gym, whatever works for you. I really encourage people to do that. And then here's a quote that I like: you may encounter many defeats, but you must not be defeated. In fact, it may be necessary to encounter the defeat so you can know who you are, what you can rise from, how you can still come out of it. That's by Maya Angelou, the great poet and writer and actor. It's hard to keep that in mind, right? Like, I think so much about, job searching is figuring out ways to stay positive and have that motivate you. But it is true that when door closes, another opens, and you just, kind of don't stop before the miracle happens, is one phrase, or don't stop before the kind of positive revelation comes through. So embrace the search. You can attack the search and embrace it. What are the positive, things you can find out about it? All the people you meet, the new organizations you find out about. Here's any final questions that folks have. Feel free to jump on. Sorry, I didn't leave a little more time for questions, but feel free to do that. And I'm gonna, hopefully you can still see my screen with the slides. Feel free to reach out to me. There were a few things I wanted to kind of throw in the chat. I am doing a vision boarding workshop. If you enjoyed this, I'm doing that in January to kick off the new year on January 7th. So I'll put a link to that in here. And then also, if anyone's interested in coaching or just like wants to chat, it's always an initial free session. There's no commitment. That's the form you can fill out for that.